everyone. Um, Welcome to this cubing video of Chaos Horntail Pendant. Some of you have probably been wondering where I've been the past 2 weeks. I've just been, sorry for not putting up any videos, but I've just been busy with just stuff in real life, work and university, and I've been sick in Australia. It's winter at the moment, and apparently it's like, it's the most common time for people to get colds and flus and sore throats and just all sorts of stuff. It's like the highest time for that to happen, and apparently it's double the rate of last year, so more people are getting sick. And of course I fell victim to this little virus, but I just that wasn't the main reason for me not wanting to do videos. It was just one of the things contributing to it. So I was just feeling a bit meh about Maple as well. Just nothing really to do. The pirate revamp happened, but I had a look at it. I had a play around on my Coursera, and I decided I didn't really like it. So I don't know, playing the jet already, they're basically the same. There's no real difference between them apart from the summoning skills where you can summon the crew members, but there's nothing really even special about that. I thought by the description it meant you could summon more than one, but you can only summon one at a time, which is, it's just kind of like, well, great. It's just, I don't know, it might be a useful skill and maybe not, but really there isn't much difference between the two, and right now I just prefer to be on the jet because you will probably see less of them, and I'd prefer to be on a more rare class than something that's just going to get bandwagoned like everything else and then left by the wayside once something better comes out. So but I haven't been on Maple really for the past 2.5 weeks. I've just been off in my spare time, playing a little bit of PlayStation, but really just been busy with university and work because all my assignments are starting to build up at the moment. So if you guys are wondering how did I get the CHTP, then Forsaken and its alliance has been running recently. They're running with Tenacity, so that's how they've been getting them. And they were saying that since I wasn't able to be on to get one, they were going to get me one as well. And when I went inactive, well, sort of inactive, I was logging in every once in a while just to see how everything was going, just keeping an eye on the guild as well. But I didn't think that I'd get one. But I logged on Skype today, and Tristan sent me a message saying that they've got one for me. So I went out and got some NX, and I thought, well, on the way there, I haven't bought NX in 2.5 weeks. Why didn't I just get some? So I just got $100, and I just spent it on cubes. But that's another thing that I wanted to do. I felt that all the videos that I've been doing, I felt that I was giving off the wrong impression. I was getting lots of NX every single week just because I could, but I don't know, I think I liked the videos that I was doing where I was just constantly cubing and people enjoyed them, but then I thought I was just giving off the wrong impression where I don't want to encourage that sort of behaviour. If you can understand what I'm referring to, I don't want to encourage people spending massive amounts of money on this game, because really it I do really good damage, but is it worth it in the long run? I don't know. If I ever sell my equips, I can see how much money I got back from how much money I spent. I've lost count of how much money I spent. It's not really a thing that I'm moping about all the money I spent. I don't really regret it, but I just prefer not to just give off that sort of image where I'm encouraging people to spend that much money. So I just wanted to. It was sort of a detox thing where I thought, because like I was beginning to question myself, like, can I go a week without buying an X? And yeah, I could. And I thought, could I go 2 weeks without buying an X? And I could. So I was just sort of proving to myself that I didn't have to always be constantly buying an X, just to satisfy what I wanted to do on Maple. Yes, I stopped playing Maple while I didn't get an X, but it was just more of a, I didn't have time to play Maple. If I had gotten an X, I would have been on Maple. I would have spent the NX and then gone off Maple. Logged out because I was too busy. So it's sort of a, I don't really know, like what I could really get out of it. But it was just more the feeling of, okay, I can go without spending, however much on it. Like initially I thought, well, why don't I just reduce the amount of spending I'm doing? But I figured, nah, why don't I just, try to kick it? And yes, I did go out and buy some NX today. I'm not considering that a relapse because it was just, I had to get NX to be able to get the CHTP because that was the deal where I just paid for the karma, and then I figured, well, I was like, I didn't go out on the weekend, I didn't spend any money, I've been saving, like I've saved up a considerable amount of money now, so I figured, a little bit won't hurt, and I'm probably not going to spend. I'm going to try not spend buy an X for about a month now and see how I go. So I'm just trying to see how much money I can save up at once and then store it and just not touch it at all. So yeah, this will probably be the last cubing video you see for a little while, or if not altogether, until I come up with a different way to make money, or even not really just to make money. It's just I'm happy with where I am at this point in time. So in terms of the damage that I'm doing, and that's strange, they're doing a server restart. So I feel that I'm happy with where I am in terms of damage and equips. So like I feel like I'm done with cubing for now. So I might just stop cubing altogether. But that doesn't mean that I won't continue to do videos. I may not be doing videos as frequently as I have been, because I've had a lot more time recently than a lot more time when I've been coming out with those videos, like 3 videos a week, and now I find that I don't really have as much time, so I might just be coming out with, maybe 1 video a week, or, just something like that. So I'm sorry if that disappoints some of you, but it's just what I might have to do. So that's what I'm thinking so far. I'll come out with a CZAC video next. That's been on my to-do list, as well as a dojo and things like that. But really, I just felt I needed a break from Maple. So the HTP, or the CHTP, I got it to, a stat that I'm okay with. I might down the track spend a little bit more to try to get it legendary and, to 18 or 21% or higher. But for now, it's I'm almost at 100k range, unbuffed. So really, I think, that's what I'm satisfied with at the moment. If they're likely to come out with a new set of equips down the track, I may or may not make a new set. But for the time being, I'm satisfied with where I am, because the real main goal of my YouTube channel was to demonstrate, or well, more like document my journey from being someone who didn't do high damage to someone who does, moderately high to very high damage now. So, just showing like the transition and how I managed to do it, and how other people can aim to do it if they are willing to spend the money, or if they find they have a different way. But I just wanted to document that sort of journey, and that's how I was thinking, like what I wanted my channel to be. But really, on Maple at the moment, there isn't that much that's that enticing. Nothing that's really inviting me to want to do it. Like I had a fool around with the Aswan thing, and it seems alright, but there's nothing majorly happening at the moment. I saw someone say that GPQ, Guild PQ, was in the pre-patch notes. I haven't heard anything that it's actually working, but that'd be one thing that'd interest me in, like, playing more, because that'd be a fun thing to do with the guild. It'd make the guild a lot closer. People have been I saw someone say today that that someone asked whether Forsaken was dead or not. It's not. We're keeping our member count steady. I think recruitment's still going on. I stopped paying attention to that as well while I was away. I just I didn't really shut myself out, but I just wasn't really focusing on it. But I think what I can put it down to that made me do this was, sometimes you feel like you're bored of something and you just want to stop and quit altogether. But I didn't want to do that. I just wanted to, have a little break, because in the past I've seen people go, that's it, I'm quitting, and just quit and then come back the next week. I don't want to do anything like official like that and just say like I'm stopping. So this is just a brief period where I've slowed down with the amount of videos that I'm doing. It may pick up, but I'm going to try to keep it at a steady rate, so that I can don't worry, I'm still going to do a little bit of commentary. I might do a little bit of music as well, but and I might look at doing some like other games. Like if Maple's too boring and I want to do something else, and I do want to do a video, then because I've got a Steam account, so I might use that and do some videos off that. Maybe some old games that I used to like, things like that. So that's really all I've got to talk about today. That CHCP would not go legendary for me, but I don't know. I'll think about it. I'll have a look at how much money I've got at the moment, and I might come out with another $100 next week to do some cubing to get it to legendary. I'm not sure. I'll get back to you on it. But thank you for watching. Thank you for sticking by the channel, even though I wasn't really around for the past 2 weeks. But I'll catch you guys next time. The CZAC video should be out either sometime this week or like this weekend, like this coming weekend. So I'll catch you guys later. Enjoy.